Let's be honest, betting 100% of your investment on the Indian stock market is not investing.
It's a high stakes gamble with your hard earned income.
This is Vinod from NRI Financial Insights. Today, I'm showing you the negative correlation secret. We're going to use gold and debt to build a shield that gives you equity like growth without the heart stopping 40% drops. If you want to stop worrying about market crashes while you're in a different time zone, this is for you. Relying 100% on the Indian stock market is a high risk gamble for any NRI. Look, I get the excitement, but today I'm showing you how a multi asset strategy gives you the growth you want while cutting the downside during a crash.
We are talking about the negative correlation secret, using gold and debt to shield your foreign salary from local market madness.
What is equity trap for NRIs? As most NRIs send money home and immediately dump it into Nifty 50 or small cap funds, it makes sense. India's story is incredible. But let's check the ego for a second. Just because the last 3 years were green doesn't mean the next three are guaranteed. In 2008 and 2020, equities didn't just dip, they evaporated. If your entire corpus is in one asset class, your net worth is hostage to market sentiment. That isn't a strategy, it's a prayer. Ask yourself, if the market tanked 30% tomorrow, how many years of your life in Dubai, London, or New York just went up in smoke? How gold can shield it? Here's what the pros do that the retail crowd misses. Technically, gold and stocks have a correlation of minus 0.04. In plain English, they almost never move in the same direction. When global tension spikes or inflation gets ugly, people panic sell stocks. Where does that money go? It hides in gold. By holding a slice of gold, you aren't just diversifying, you're buying an insurance policy that pays out exactly when your stocks are bleeding. How the debt can act as a stabilizer. Then there's debt. If gold is your defense, debt is your stabilizer. We're talking high quality GOI securities or top tier bonds. In 2026, interest rate cycles have shifted, and holding debt is finally rewarding again. Think of it like this: if equity is the accelerator, debt is the brakes. You need both to drive a car. If you only have an accelerator, eventually you're hitting a wall. Debt keeps you upright when the waves get choppy. You need both to drive a car. If you only have an accelerator, eventually you're hitting a wall. Debt keeps you upright when the waves get choppy. Now we have to think of the strategy. So, what's the golden ratio for an NRI? Stop guessing and use the 60-25-15 rule. 60% Indian equities for that long term inflation beating growth, 25% high quality debt to kill the jerkiness of the portfolio, 15% gold, your black swan insurance. You won't be the richest guy in a bull market, but you definitely won't be the one going broke in a bear market. That's called sleep well at night investing. Then, to do the rebalancing. Setting the ratio is easy, staying there is the hard part. It's called rebalancing. If equity has a massive year and now makes up 75% of your pie, you are overexposed. Once a year, maybe on your birthday, fill the expensive extra 15% of stocks and buy the cheap gold or debt. This forces you to sell high and buy low without ever having to predict the future. That's all. Hi, viewers. Do me a favor. Open your investment app right now. If your equity is over 80% and you're retiring soon, you're playing with fire. Not sure how to handle your NRE, NRO, tax implications, and personal finance educations? Join our NRI WhatsApp community via the link in the description for weekly safety alerts and strategy sessions. Please subscribe and share with NRI friends.